Robins. I hope you're all well. I hope you've been enjoying listening to some of the stories and to joining in with the yoga. And I've got a story for you now, so I hope it's one that you're going to enjoy listening to. It's called 3 Bags Full. Millie was very, very kind. She tried not to squash flowers, and she tried not to tread on anyone smaller than herself. One warm spring morning, Millie was skipping around in her field, feeling happy. She sniffed a yellow flower and almost sat on a bird. "I'm looking for a nice piece of wool to line my nest," said Bird. "Oh, have some of mine," said Millie. "Oh, don't mind if I do," said Bird, and she pulled off a clump that was hanging down. You see her tugging that wool off Millie. "Oh, I'm also looking for a nice clump of warm wool for my nest," said Badger, who just seemed to have appeared from nowhere. "Help yourself," said Millie. "Oh, and me," begged Rabbit. "Ah, you too," said Millie, and she rubbed herself against a tree so that they could each get a nice big clump of fleecy wool. Soon all her wool was gone. "Oh, look at you," said Alma, who was a sensible sheep. "Imagine giving away your good fleecy coat. You look like a goat now." But Millie was happy. She hopped and skipped, skipped and hopped, higher than before, because she felt as light as a feather without her heavy, woolly coat. But that night it snowed. Large cold flakes landed on Millie's bare back, and it made her shiver. But Bird wasn't cold, Badger wasn't cold, Rabbit wasn't cold either. Can you think why they're not cold? But Millie was very, very cold. "You can sleep up here in the tree with me," said Bird. But Millie couldn't climb trees. "Oh, you're welcome in my Badger set," said Badger. But Millie was too big to crawl into Badger's set. She peered into Rabbit's warren, but she sighed. It was already too crowded in there. "No problem," said a sly fox. "Stay with me. I like goats." "I'm not a goat," bleated Millie, and she ran off quickly. When Mrs. Farmer saw Millie, she just sighed. "Oh, Millie, I wanted that wool to knit a nice jumper. It's lucky that I've still got some left over from last year." That night, Millie slept in Mrs. Farmer's warm kitchen. She dreamt that she was a goat. In the background, clickety-click, clickety-click, went Mrs. Farmer's knitting needles all night long. By morning, Mrs. Farmer had knitted a sweater. It was a sweater for Millie. It was green with yellow flowers and red hearts, and it fitted her perfectly. Millie skipped back into the field. Oh, she was lovely and cosy and warm again. But there was a strand of wool hanging down at the back from her new sweater. She tried to pull it off, but the sweater unravelled itself a little bit. "Oh, I could use a nice piece of green wool," said Bird. tugging at the end of the wool. "Help yourself," said Milly. And that's the end of the story. I wonder if you can imagine what's happening to Milly's new sweater and what Mrs. Farmer's going to say to her. Hope you enjoyed the story, Robins. Have a lovely day, and I'll look out for some more stories for you. Bye.